First, I need to investigate the compound.
Mask anyway.
The only way to rescue the worker is to pull down that wall. I need to get the Batmobile into the compound.
I still don't get why we need an army this size. I thought this was all about Batman.
Oracle, they've killed one of the workers.
Damn it. We've got to stop them. Listen, I've managed to hack into the militia comms network. You'll be able to listen in on any channel-wide broadcast from now on.
Thanks, Oracle. I found a way to get the Batmobile into the compound. They'll pay for this. All of them. Gates open. Time to bring in the car.
Main gate's open, get ready. You got $1 billion tank headed straight for you.
We've deployed a Diamondback to the main courtyard, sir. We'll crush him.
Gotta love their optimism. Your 60mm cannon will penetrate these heavily armored units, but it'll take a few direct hits to destroy them.
He's searching for hostages. Keep non-essential radio chatter to a minimum. He'll be listening. You are listening, aren't you, Batman? Then listen to this. To all embedded units in Gotham, Operation Savior has begun. Each one of you has a role. Each of you knows your role. So move out of this damn city and lock it down. I want our hands wrapped tight around Gotham's throat within the hour. is he?
He destroyed the tank! Hey, don't worry, we've got more. Yeah, but not here. Not right this second. What if he comes up here? I'm not scared. Let him come. He thinks he's the big man. He's not. He's on the extinction list. So what do we do? We wait. What? Perimeter breach! It's Batman! Man, I just hope I survive long enough to see phase 2. I'm not afraid of them. Go on! No! Hey! Levitating now! Come on, you're back in the fight!
Get close and apply the explosive directly to destroy that wall. That's 2 dead workers now. I should have stopped this.
Batman, look. I've been talking with Robin. I really think you should consider letting him help you. You're up against an entire army.
She's right. We're a team. This city needs both of us.
I can handle it, Robin. I've told you what you have to do. Now do it.
This can wait.
No, it can't. You know what's at stake. I need you to stay focused, or things will get worse. Much worse.
You shouldn't be so hard on Tim. He only wants to help.
Don't let your feelings for him cloud your judgment.
You think I want him out there in harm's way? I'd rather he stay out of it. But he could help you.
If Robin can't save those people, the fallout will be every bit as dangerous as Scarecrow's bomb. That's 3 dead now. These animals are going to pay.
We'll stop them. We always do, right?
If I'm going to reach the worker, I need a way to move this elevator.
patrol patrolling every damn back alley.
This is as high as the elevator will go.
Hey you, on your feet. This way, move.
No, please!
I said move. Get up.
Take your hands off me!
Or what? You need me to teach you some manners? You brought this on yourself. Now, take it like a man. So here's what I don't get. That guy shows up out of nowhere and assembles an army this size. He must be richer than Bruce Wayne. How come I never heard of him? He's not his money. Every single villain around is chipping in on this one. It's all part of Scarecrow's plan. Yeah, the Knight took him for every penny they had. I convinced him. Big thing, but he was convincing enough to get a $3 billion army. $3 billion to take on. Talk about overkill. This isn't about Gotham. It's about Batman. Sure we get everything. Phase 2 depends on it. No, phase 2 is working. Go back to killing. Quit slacking off. We're on the clock here. I'm getting out of here. Catch this, bat. What the?
You're safe now.
You don't know the half of it, Batman.
Stay calm and tell me what you know.
They've been running the plant for hours. They brought in trucks, weapons, soldiers, shipments of hazardous materials. They knew exactly what they were doing.
He's producing his toxin on a massive scale.
It's bad. Real bad. We're talking about a gas cloud that could cover the entire eastern seaboard.
Where do I find Scarecrow?
I got no idea. All I know is he's moving ahead with his plan and he's got a whole freaking army backing him up. We're screwed, Batman.
I'll stop him. But first I'm getting you out of here. Get to the elevator.
Have you found Scarecrow?
Not yet. It's worse than I thought.
How much worse can it be?
He's building a bomb big enough to cover the entire East Coast in fear toxin. Take your men and get out of here. Head to GCPD and lock it down. Keep everyone inside.
I'll get my men off the streets, but I'm going nowhere. You bring anyone you find to me.
Jim, it's too dangerous.
You'll stop him. I know you will.
down here. This elevator's the only way out and it's busted.
It's moving. How are you doing that? Who cares? Just time me to be getting out of here.
Alfred,
I saw, Sam. Initial scans indicate that the craft is unmanned and being controlled remotely.
weapons lock deactivated.
Come on then, hero! Let's see if you can keep up with me! That's just the first of many. So, you still not lost your touch? Good. It's gonna make this so much more interesting. Just hold back.
There are militia tanks all over the city. Gotham is overrun.
If I don't stop Scarecrow's bomb, there'll be no city to save. We're not done yet, Jim. I'm going back for the others.
All remaining units, final evacuation in T-minus 20 minutes.
Hey, you're gonna let me out, right? Thank God you're here.
You're in! Go, go, go! Spread out!
Keep your guns trained on him. If he even looks like he's planning to leave that room, open fire. Oh, and avoid the bat symbol. It's a little trick. It's where his armor's the strongest. Aim for the weak spots at the shoulders first, then coordinate fire at the points where the plates meet.
Please!
You say something?
Leave him out of this.
Always defending the weak and the helpless. That's what I like about you. Predictable. And that's why we're gonna win. We know your move before you do. We know how you think!
Do you know what I'm thinking right now?
Of course, you're thinking, who the hell is this guy?
No. I'm just trying to decide which one of you I'm going to take out first.
And just so we're both on the same page here, I fully intend to kill you. But first, we're gonna make you suffer. We have the target. Just say the word and I'll end this now.
It's okay. You're safe.
You're too late. We're both already dead. You know about the bomb he's building, right?
Where is he?
I heard him saying he's in the central mixing chamber. You know what that means.
He's getting ready to release the toxin.
I've seen what that stuff does to people. If that gas gets out there, it will be chaos.
I won't let that happen. Wait by the Batmobile. I'll get you out of here. Jim, I've rescued the second worker. I'm coming to you.
What about Scarecrow?
He's in the central mixing chamber. As soon as the technicians are safe, I'm going after him.
Is it as bad as it sounds?
Worse, Jim. But I'll stop him. You have my word. Hold tight. I'll get you to Commissioner Gordon. Oracle. Scarecrow is preparing the bomb in the central mixing chamber. I need a way in, and I need it now.
I'm working on it, but I'm gonna need a couple minutes.
Find it, Barbara.
Patience is a virtue. You've heard that, right? Guess not.
These two were lucky. Scarecrow's forces have murdered the other workers.
Bastards.
Take them back to GCPD, but be careful, Jim. There's militia all over Gotham.
What are you...
Oracle, I need that route to Scarecrow. We're running out of time.
You're not gonna like this. There's only one entrance, and it's been sealed from the inside.
What about the service tunnel?
It runs behind the main wall of the facility. I've sent you the location. What are you going to do?
Improvise. we need to focus on stopping Scarecrow. Then I'll deal with the Knight.
Drone tanks. I'll investigate and report back soon.
I think he took out our tanks. Are you sure? Maybe our tanks took out his tank. What tank? Profile says it's a car. Then why are they saying tank? I don't know. I heard it's a big car. So what now? Just follow protocols. Don't let him scare you.
The soldiers are covered by that sentry gun. I'll have to take them out quickly to avoid detection.
Like a tank. We are the finest army ever assembled, whereas he is just one man. Let him come at us in his tank. We have hundreds of tanks. He is one man. We are thousands. He is good. We are better. Huh. You really did go to the briefings. Did something hit you? Stop it! There he is! Great! 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 He went this way!
I need to get the car into this area before I can use it.
Got him! He's actually dead!
It's over, hero. Goodbye.
The soldiers are covered by that sentry gun. I'll have to take them out quickly to avoid detection.
We managed to kill this bastard on taking his car.
Batman, we made it back to the precinct, God knows how. There are tanks everywhere. The bastards must have been planning this for weeks.
Dig in and do what you can, Jim. I'll deal with them as soon as I've stopped the explosion.
We're all counting on you, Batman. We'll get through this, I know we will.
All units evacuate the Ace Chemical Facility. I say again, this is the final evacuation order. Anyone
tear gas. Do not forget your training. Gas masks, useless. Respirators, useless. Only two things can keep you safe, men. Getting underground, or resigning... Oh, it's up! Batman here! No! You're supposed to stop him! That's for you! Come on, man, get back up! Cover me, I'm healing this guy! You think we're done, man? I'll kill you, Batman. You're a dead bat. Is that all you got? You're dead. So dead. Not sign it. I can do this. Come on.
I've just run a simulation based on the mixing chamber capacity. He's not bluffing, Bruce. I guess now we know why he evacuated the city.
He needed control of the plant. Only Ace Chemicals has the facilities to build a bomb of this size.
The fallout will be huge.
We played right into his hands. He didn't care if everyone ran.
He knew that no one would be able to escape the blast radius.
All remaining units, rendezvous and escape the ground of the West Island now! You've done good work tonight, people. Gotham is ours!
Gentlemen, tonight is the night that Gotham changes forever. The night it becomes a wasteland of nightmares, a forsaken symbol of Batman's failure, a monument to fear. But more than that, we're about to turn Gotham into the epicenter of a blast that will transform the entire eastern coast of America into my domain.
I need to stop the chemicals being loaded into the mixing chamber. Once I clear the room, I can focus on stopping the explosion.
Blast radius is at 23 miles and driving.
I need to get the car into this area before I can use it.
Need I remind you that we are on a tight schedule here? Gotham is going to pay for what its faith into me.
He's grappled up! Find him!
Emergency. Blast radius is at 31 miles and rising.
You each have been given a task. Complete that task, and pray that you will not experience my fear toxin firsthand. The people of Gotham can run all they like, but they will not avoid their fate.
Emergency. Blast radius is at 46 miles and rising.
More reactor loaded.
It appears that the flow of chemicals has stopped, which can only mean that you are here, Batman. I've been looking forward to seeing you again. I know you're out there. The door is open.
Do you really think you've won? Fear makes you predictable. I am in complete control.
How do I shut it down?
Let me go, or she dies.
What are you talking about?
Barbara Gordon.
Have you found him?
Get out of there! Now!
Relax. No one knows I'm here.
Nothing hurts like losing one of the family. Knowing that there is no one to blame but yourself.
Alfred.
I heard what that maniac said to you, sir. I've been trying to contact Miss Gordon, unfortunately with no success.
Keep trying.
Warning. Explosion imminent. Preparing neutralizing agent.
What are you doing? It's too late. You can't stop it.
I know. I'm not trying to stop it, but I can reduce the blast radius.
And what will happen to you?
That doesn't matter. Find her, Alfred.
Neutralizing agent deployed.
These canisters are highly volatile. I'm going to have to move slowly. Be very careful.
Sir, I urge you to reconsider. Evacuate now. If you're caught in that blast, you will die.
There's no other way, Alfred.
There's always a way, sir. Please.
Neutralizing agent deployed. Blast radius reduced by 25%.
Where is she, Alfred?
I have no idea.
It's my fault they took her.
She was aware of the risks, Master Bruce. She'll be as angry as you are that she's allowed this to happen. Sir, listen to me. Don't you see? This is what he wants. Without you, Gotham will be at his mercy. You cannot let him win.
Neutralizing agent deployed. Blast radius reduced by 50%.
I'm monitoring that facility. You're out of time. I'm begging you, leave now.
It's what you taught me. Do the right thing. That's all that matters.
Master Bruce, I implore you. You must get out of there. If this is about Miss Gordon, you cannot blame yourself for what's happened. Save yourself before it's too late.
Goodbye, Alfred.
Miss me?
Great. How the hell am I supposed to get in?
Voice pattern analyzed. Identification confirmed. Welcome, Commissioner Gordon.
Unbelievable. What the hell is this place?
What do you want, pig? Coming in here eyeballing me. You think you can police me? Nobody polices the Goliath.
Oh, don't tell me. Don't tell me. You are the police commissioner. Your face was on that billboard they replaced with mine. What are you waiting for, old-timer? Johnny C doesn't do requests.
Miss me already, Bats? Oh, it's you, Commissioner Boredom. What have you done with my soulmate? If you try to come between us, I'll carve you a smile so wide, your head falls off.
Commissioner, thank God. You have to get me out of here. They've locked me up, running tests like I'm some kind of guinea pig. There's nothing wrong with me.
Batman.
I'm glad you came, Jim. You need to see this.
What is this place? Who are these people?
Before it killed him, Joker sent his infected blood out to all the hospitals in the state.
I know, we tracked it all down.
We missed some.
How?
Hospital errors. Transfusions that went unrecorded. 5 people were affected. Untreated, the blood's gestated too long. It's altering them. They're becoming...
Joker. My God.
It's a form of Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease, but mutated beyond anything on medical record.
What about that one? He doesn't look like the others.
Henry Adams. He's been infected the longest, but he's symptomless. Immune to Joker's blood. I've got Robin running tests to find out why. One thing's for certain. Henry's the key to all this.
I've cooperated. I've done everything you asked. You said it would only take a few days.
You can't hold him here against his will.
We're close, Jim. We can't let him go until we save the others.
Wait. You said 5. I only count 4. There's one missing.
He'll be here soon.
Can you hear me, Bruce? Oh, don't act all surprised, Bats. You knew this was going to happen sooner or later. These tucked deep inside you. Together, we're going to give the city what it deserves. A new Batman. A better Batman. A darker, more... We can come back to this later. First, we need to agree on some priorities. Sure, you've saved the city by reducing the blast, but Ace Chemicals is still about to explode. You need to start looking out for yourself. After all, you're brooding for two now.
Warning, explosion imminent.
Now, if only we had something powerful enough to rip out a wall. No, I'm not talking about you. Well, oh, Bats, I missed you. All the subtlety and nuance of a napalm enema.
Alfred.
Oh, thank God. When the explosion... I thought you might be...
It's okay, Alfred. I managed to reduce the blast radius and prevented the toxin from spreading into the city.
But what about Scarecrow? Or this Arkham Knight character? They've got tanks, missiles. Their forces are all over Gotham.
Crane got away. I was exposed to his toxin.
Good Lord, are you all right? Remember what happened at the asylum?
It's okay. I had a bad reaction. But it's over now.
I've really got to hand it to Scarecrow. I've never been a fan of his concoctions up till now, but this batch, it's intoxicating. It really brings out the me in you.
Sir, did you hear what I said? Commissioner Gordon has been trying to contact you.
Thanks, Alfred. Jim.
You got out. See, I said you wouldn't let me down.
I need to speak to you.
Sure. What is it?
Meet me outside GCPD prisoner detention. I'm heading there now. Alfred, analyze the militia forces, troop deployments, equipment, movements. I want to know exactly what I'm up against.
I'll perform a full analysis of the occupying forces and report back shortly, sir.
He just took out the drone unit in Chinatown.
You might fool everyone else, but you can't fool me. There's something different about you. You're afraid. You've always buried your fears. Lock them away deep in your subconscious, hidden. But something is gnawing away in the darkness of your mind, isn't it? Something even you can't control. The cracks are forming as it pushes its way to the surface. I've
on his face when you tell him his daughter's been kidnapped. And it's all your fault. This is going to be classic.
I've got to go. Batman's here. What's wrong?
Jim.
Come on, you're scaring me.
It's Barbara. She's been taken.
No. I spoke to her. She said she got out. She left hours ago.
Stay calm. We'll get her back.
Which one? Who's got my little girl?
Scarecrow. They took her from the clock tower.
All right, we need to go. There could be a clue, something that will lead us to her.
I'll follow. Stay in contact.
You've got to tell him it's your fault at some point, Bats. And the great thing is, I'll be standing right there when you do.
Jim, I need you to stay focused. It's dangerous out there. Drive slow and let me deal with any trouble.
Why did I let this happen?
There's no way you could have predicted this, Jim.
It's my job to predict it as a cop and a father. The whole thing's gone down on my watch.
Up ahead, we got company. Who are they?
Melissa, I'll handle it.
Pursuing forces, this is Arkham Knight. Your priority is to apprehend Commissioner Gordon. I say again, your priority is to apprehend the Commissioner. I want him alive. Let nothing stand in your way. Open fire. Ram these sons of bitches off the road. Engaging target. Taking fire.
It's too dangerous, Jim. Get in the Batmobile. I'll take us to the clock tower.
Just get us there in one piece, Batman. We're running out of time.
Sir, before you head to the clock tower, I thought you may like to hear the analysis of the Arkham Knight's forces you requested.
What have you got, Alfred?
I've set the Bat computer to analyze militia presence across the 3 islands and provide you with a real-time representation of the occupation's strength in each zone. As you can see, Miagani Island is heavily occupied, with a substantial drone ground force controlling the roads. Founders Island is the militia stronghold, protected by long-range radars and a missile launcher. I'd recommend keeping the Batmobile away from there for the time being. The remaining drone forces on Bleak Island have been redeployed to protect the clock tower, so expect significant resistance.
Thanks, Alfred. I'm heading there now.
Sergeant!
Yes, sir?
The extraction squad's down. Take control of the clock tower drones. He's coming.
Switching to manual control. I'll stop him, sir. Nice driving, idiot. He's right there. Just go.
My Jim, the clock tower's surrounded. I'll clear the area. Let you know when it's safe to head inside.
Alpha target flanked.
You're losing drones, Sergeant.
The movement on that thing, it's difficult to get a lock.
I only see 5 drones online.
He's using high-caliber rounds. Titanium tipped, maybe tungsten carbide. Whatever it is, it's ripping us to shreds.
Stop him!
Your time's gonna come, Batman.
There are militia troops all over the clock tower, Jim. You'll be safe in the Batmobile. I'll let you know when the area is secure.
I'm not just sitting here while you go after those bastards.
Yes, you are, Jim. Barbara wouldn't want you to get yourself killed. I'll be in touch the minute I'm done.
The second.
Get over here! It looks like it's stopped! Sweep the area and find Batman!
What happened to him? How do I know? Maybe he fell. Or maybe Batman got him. You think he's here? Could be. It's not good. Leave him. We need to look out for ourselves.
You think you can take out my men like some common crooks thugs? I know your tactics, Batman. So let's see how you cope when your prey knows how to adapt.
You guys okay? See anything? Report. I don't see him. Is he freaking cloaked? We'll be fine if we keep it tight and work together.
You're 2 down. Don't let him divide you. Watch your corners. Be ready for attacks from above, from below. He's fast.
All that training, it was pointless, man. He's gonna get us. He's not. He's not. Remember what the night... It's not you. We should have listened to the guy that made it out of the factory. He's invincible. Man down!
You were supposed to be the best. You aren't worthy of the training I passed on to you. If you were, he'd be no match for you.
the Commissioner's daughter.
Stay focused. He wants you to panic.
We're supposed to be easy, guys.
If he comes back, we gotta be ready.
Oh, I'm ready. Gotta fill that freak with lead.
I teach you every move he's got, and you still don't see him coming. Pathetic!
Jim, the area is secure. Meet me in the clock tower.
I'm impressed. Your tricks don't stay new for long, Batman.
Colleen? Is that you again?
Candygram! Oh, don't pass out just yet. Come on. Show a little spine. Just wait till your father gets home. He's going to be furious about all this mess. Nothing like a trip down old memory lane, eh, Bats? And now a front row seat to the main event. You would have thought old Jim Gordon had been through enough. First, some handsome young maniac cripples his daughter. Now he's blaming himself for her being taken. You really should tell him this is your fault, Bats. I'm sure he'll understand. I mean, it's not like you went out and got his daughter killed. Well, not yet anyway. The night's still young.
Oh God, no.
This isn't your fault, Jim.
Of course it is. Crane's done this to get to me. I should have been here.
There's something I need to show you.
We haven't got time. She's not like us.
Identity confirmed.
She's strong, Jim. Stronger than you realize.
She works for you? This is all your fault.
I will find her.
She's my family! My daughter! She's all I've got! I never should have trusted you. Never! I'll do this on my own. Stay away from my family.
I think that went quite well, considering. Of course, I wouldn't have told him, but that's why it's so liberating being me. You've got a lot to look forward to, Bats.
The night had teeth, cold, biting teeth, the kind that gnawed into your bones and made you forget the world is anything but black and white. The shelter was a wreck, as usual. Damp wood and rotting walls that smelled of decay and forgotten dreams. He was used to it. The man, mid-30s, rough around the edges, hair unkempt like a wolf on a bad day, had earned his spot in the pecking order of the homeless. He was a loner, a shadow in a place full of them, drifting between bodies and bottles. There was no pretense left. He wasn't here for company, wasn't here for salvation, just warmth. All he wanted was to forget about the crushing loneliness that accompanied him every day. Tonight, like most nights, the fire crackled in the corner, the dim orange glow casting long shadows that danced against the walls. The others gathered around it, huddling for warmth, sharing cigarettes or stories of better times. That was when she showed up. She was younger, mid-30s at the oldest, but there was a weariness in her eyes that suggested she had lived through things that had aged her far too quickly. She stumbled in from the darkness, making her way toward him, but he didn't notice her at first. He didn't really care. He didn't care much for anyone.
"Got a light?"
she asked, her voice rough and scratchy. He didn't answer, just tossed her his lighter. She caught it mid-air with a fluid motion, like it was nothing. She lit a cigarette, inhaled deeply, and passed it to him without a word. For a moment, neither of them said anything. The fire crackled and the wind howled outside. They both stared into the flames, each lost in their own thoughts, the silence thick between them. Then, she leaned in. He wasn't sure what happened. One second, she was beside him. The next, she was right there, her lips on his. A kiss. It was quick, almost too quick to register at first. But then, it wasn't just a kiss. It was a surge of heat, an electric jolt that hit him straight in the chest. It wasn't like any kiss he'd ever had before. It wasn't gentle or loving or fleeting. It was urgent, like she needed something from him. Or maybe he needed something from her. His mouth tingled, his body stiffening, every nerve alive, and yet wrong. There was a push, a pressure, like something was moving through him, something he couldn't place, something that didn't belong. A tightness deep in his throat, as if something was shifting inside him, pulling at him. And then, just as quickly as it had begun, it was over. She pulled away, leaving him breathless, his head spinning. She didn't say anything. She just stared at him for a second, her eyes unreadable, before turning and walking off into the darkness. The air still smelled of her, of smoke, of sweat, and something deeper. He tried to shake it off, chalk it up to the cold, to the usual weirdness of his existence. Just another transient connection, another flicker of something that would fade like everything else in his life. But that was the problem. It didn't fade. The next morning, he woke up feeling strange. His head ached like a freight train had passed through it. He tried to push himself up, but the world spun, dizzying and disorienting. His mouth felt dry, like he hadn't had a drink in days. But there was something more to it, something odd. The taste was metallic, bitter, and there was a lingering sensation at the back of his throat, like something had been there. He got up and staggered out of the shelter, squinting against the morning light. He could barely remember the night before. The fire, the people, her. He pushed it all aside. Just a bad dream, he told himself. As the day passed, something started to shift. His hands itched, his fingers twitching every time someone walked by. He needed something. Just a touch. He didn't care who, someone, anyone. The first time it happened, he touched a stranger's arm as they passed by, and his stomach twisted with a sudden need. Not just physical warmth, not just the heat of skin, something else. He didn't understand it, but the feeling clawed at him, relentless. He wanted more. More of that connection, more of whatever had been in that kiss. It was stupid. He'd never cared about these things before. Physical touch had always been something to avoid, something that made him feel trapped. But now he couldn't shake the craving. And then the disorientation hit. His body started acting up. He couldn't keep his balance. He'd lose track of what he was doing, drifting off, caught in the moment, completely unaware of where he was or how he got there. Sometimes he'd stare at a half-eaten sandwich, unable to remember how it had gotten into his hands. The confusion was getting worse. His body felt strange, like he wasn't entirely inside it anymore, like he was being pulled in different directions. He couldn't explain it, but he knew it wasn't just a hangover. Something had changed inside him. Something had shifted. And all he could think of was her, the woman with the strange eyes, the kiss that had felt so wrong yet so familiar. He couldn't explain it, but every time he thought about it, that strange pull came back, the longing. He needed to find her. He had to understand what had happened. The days bled together. He wandered through the city, searching for her. He needed her. She was different. She was meant for him. He knew it. There was no mistaking it. He started asking around, casually at first, as if it didn't matter. But it did.
You seen a woman? Tall, kinda wild-looking, dark hair?
People either ignored him or shrugged, offering vague answers that didn't get him anywhere. One night, a voice from behind him snapped him from his thoughts.
Looking for someone?
He turned sharply. A man, grizzled, unshaven, eyes distant, eyed him with a curious, almost amused gaze.
Yeah, have you seen her? She was here.
He gestured vaguely, as if that would somehow make it clear. The man squinted at him, then shook his head slowly.
Don't think I know her. Ain't nobody special around here. Best keep moving, brother.
The words stung more than he'd care to admit, but he couldn't stop. He had to find her. Days passed in a haze of frustration, desperation curling around him like smoke. He could feel his mind slipping, the grip on his own thoughts growing weaker. The memories, they weren't his. Not all of them. A flash of a man in a suit looking down at him with pity. A woman laughing softly, brushing her fingers across his hand. Was that real? No, it couldn't be. Could it? Then came the voices, whispers at first, like wind passing through cracks. He'd catch fragments of conversations that weren't his, feelings that didn't belong to him. The strange moments flickered in and out like dreams, too fleeting to hold on to. But he knew them. He was sure of it. They were his. He was becoming someone else, and he couldn't stop it. Finally, one night, after another endless search through the alleys and dark corners of the city, he saw her. It was like the universe had handed her to him, a gift wrapped in shadows. She stood outside a shelter, smoking a cigarette, her back turned to him. For a moment, his heart skipped, his breath caught in his chest. She was real. She was here. He stepped forward, his body already moving before his mind could catch up.
Hey,
he called out, voice cracking with urgency. She turned, her eyes meeting his for a moment. There was nothing in them, no recognition, no spark, just indifference.
Do I know you?
She asked flatly, her voice detached. She took another drag of her cigarette, as if the question was no more important than the ash falling from the end of it.
I'm the guy, the one from the fire,
he stammered, stepping closer. He couldn't get the words out fast enough.
You remember?
Her face didn't change. She exhaled the smoke, letting it curl into the cold air between them.
No, I don't.
His stomach dropped. He took another step forward, trying to close the distance between them.
But you have to. You kissed me.
She stepped back, her face hardening.
I don't know you. Stay away from me.
The coldness in her voice stung, sharper than the night air. He blinked, trying to process what she'd said. The words didn't make sense. They couldn't make sense. She took one last look at him, eyes briefly flicking to the ground, before she turned and walked back into the shelter without another word. He stood there, frozen. His mind raced, pulse pounding in his ears. It wasn't real. This wasn't right. She was supposed to be the one. But her rejection echoed in his head, louder than the whispers that still lingered in the back of his mind. He couldn't make sense of it. He was alone again. He wandered the streets, lost and confused. He had no sense of time anymore, no sense of direction. The world spun around him. People moved. He started approaching people on the street, random strangers, hoping to recapture that lost sensation. The briefest glance, the lightest brush of contact, even a fleeting moment. It was never enough. It would never be enough. None of them were her. But then, the little things started to creep in. a drop of blood on his shirt, a cough that lingered longer than it should, an ache in his chest that didn't feel quite right. He didn't think much of it. It wasn't even the worst thing that had happened to him. He was used to discomfort, but then it started getting harder to ignore. His nose never stopped bleeding, just a constant trickle, like a faucet that couldn't be turned off. He wiped it away, again and again, but it kept coming back. The pain in his head was the worst part. It felt like his brain was being pulled in two different directions. The strain was enough to make him dizzy, to make him feel like he was losing his grip on everything. The headaches came and went, but the dizziness stayed. His body grew weak, his legs unsteady beneath him. He couldn't think straight anymore, couldn't remember the last time he'd felt right. His memory was falling apart, just like the rest of him. Faces blurred, becoming strangers, even though they weren't. He'd look at a person, and for a split second, he'd think he was looking at someone else entirely, someone from another life, another place. His mind was slipping, falling faster into madness. The voices were getting louder, mixing with his own thoughts, urging him on, pushing him further, telling him to find her. It was incessant. It was all he heard. His grip on reality was nearly gone. His body ached, his memory shattered, and all he could think of was her. His body was failing him now, and he knew it. The dizziness was worse, his legs weak and trembling under the weight of whatever was crawling beneath his skin. The blood, the constant nosebleeds. But it didn't matter. The city outside didn't matter anymore. Only she mattered, and she had rejected him. There was only one thing he could do now. He gave up. The woman was gone, and so was his mind. He retreated into an abandoned building. It was falling apart, just like everything else in his life. He found a small, dark room in the back of the building, a cramped, suffocating space. But it wasn't enough. The room felt too open, too exposed. He searched the room until he found an even smaller crawl space, hidden behind a pile of debris. It was tight, the walls pressed in on him from all sides, the air stale and suffocating. But it was perfect. Here, he could be alone with his thoughts. Here, he could escape everything, even if just for a little while. It became his sanctuary, his final refuge. The pain in his head was unbearable now. It was as if his brain was being torn apart, like it was shifting inside his skull, pulling in every direction. He bled more than ever, leaving trails of crimson along the walls. His body was failing. His bones felt fragile, his muscles weak. Each breath was harder to take. He could feel it now. He was dying. This thing inside him was winning. It had taken everything. His thoughts, his body, his very identity. His whole life he had wanted to be with someone, to be loved. Eventually, it all became too much. He curled up in the tight crawl space and closed his eyes. He died there, in the dark, alone. The parasite left with him, taking his life and his obsession, his memory of her. The building was just as forgotten as the man who had died inside it. The Foundation team arrived after a quiet tip-off, another case of strange disappearances in the area. It wasn't uncommon for these to lead to a dead end, but this place felt different. There was something off in the air. They entered the crumbling structure with methodical precision, boots crunching across shattered tile, footsteps echoing through the hollow silence. Decay clung to every wall. The stench of mold, of time left unchecked, filled the air. But that's not what caught their attention. It was the body. The body was transported to Site 77 for further examination. After conducting a post-mortem autopsy, the Foundation confirmed their suspicions. This was no ordinary case. This was SCP-1204, a parasite far more dangerous than anyone could have imagined. Classified as Euclid, this anomaly was now a matter of ongoing study, but it came with a chilling understanding. It wasn't just the body it infected, it consumed the mind too. SCP-1204 is, in its most basic form, a human host for a parasitic being. Sounds pretty simple, right? Here's where it gets fun. This parasite is semi-corporeal, meaning it's there but not really, more of an unseen, invisible presence that you can only detect through weird electrical pulses when it makes contact with the host. So how does it spread? It's not through your typical cut, scratch, or bite stuff. No, the parasite transfers when two people share extended oral contact. Think intense, drawn-out kissing, where a mass of pharyngeal tissue from the infected person actually stretches into the mouth of the other, and then bam, both are now walking parasites. Most known victims of SCP-1204 have been transient or homeless individuals. Whether their conditions made them more vulnerable to the infection, or if the parasite simply preys on the most neglected, is still up for debate. These people weren't in the best of health to begin with, and the parasite didn't exactly do them any favors. It has a special way of ruining things. Once infected, the change isn't immediate, but it doesn't take long for the host to feel something. That something turns into an overwhelming need to be in constant physical contact with others. It's not about just warming up by the fire or catching some friendly banter. It's a deep, gnawing hunger for touch, for connection, and it can't be quenched. But there's more. The infected person's obsession starts to center on one particular person, usually someone they think is their romantic partner. It's not even a healthy kind of love. It's all-consuming, parasitic, and completely off the rails. The infected person will do whatever it takes to get close to that one person, to feel them, to be them. Everything else becomes secondary, and sometimes not even relevant. Now let's talk about the physical symptoms. Hosts bleed internally. Their bodies start to shut down, and their minds? Memory loss kicks in, and it's not the oops, I forgot where I put my keys kind of deal. No, it's full-on disintegration. They forget entire days. Sometimes they forget faces, people they've known their entire lives. And their memories, the ones that are left, fragments, bits and pieces that don't belong to them. Strangers' memories, memories of past hosts, or just random, unexplainable flashes. Physically, things get worse. The body deteriorates. The brain's tissue begins to degrade, especially the hippocampus. Oh, and did I mention they experience constant internal bleeding? As the body can't keep up anymore, the infected host stops looking for new victims. They go off to hide, typically in a small, isolated place like a crawl space or some other tight, suffocating corner of the world. And that's where they die, alone, decayed, and forgotten. It's not pretty. And that's the end.
No, no.